done. And we're back, and we're just gonna straight get into it. Come on, Steve.
And
help me move this.
This time we should have everything.
Oh god, we did this so many times. We we filled up the snake the snake stuff, and then got down here and went, I don't have the smelling salts.
So we have to do all of it again.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we got the oil.
Here they come.
Okay, they come, and...
We don't like this. We're going back.
Really nice. Okay.
Alright, come on, Steve.
Onwards.
Steve, I'm barely touching the ground, but you're not touching it at all.
I'm floating, Miss Bo.
Oh, and then of course we've got the rats.
Rats. We have to get rid of them.
Ooh.
Sounds like someone chasing us, Laura.
That sounded like gunshots, but thank God I got some cheese.
Whoosh. And now we get this cute little animation.
Bye.
I think the last one actually does like a little spin. Yeah, that one just does a spin.
I love that Laura's just like, I'll just walk casually now. Alright, bye, Steve.
Bye, Steve. I'm leaving you here. No.
Steve.
Don't leave me.
Steve shrunk.
Oh. Okay.
Look how we've ended up. That's kind of weird. Now you stay there, Steve.
Now we push the button and...
Here comes Mr. X, but we've got him.
Who is it? Let's
take
find
it off.
out. Let's find out who he is.
That's the wrong place to stand for that. Oh my god, he disappeared. He's a ghost.
So yeah, that's another stupid thing about this game. We don't find out through that cutscene who he actually is.
Because they now want to use our comprehension powers.
Act 6.
The
Coroner's Inquest.
Guess
Not
what,
a big
Burr?
quest.
You're gonna be the inquest. You're gonna be the coroner, I mean.
So far, so good. Keep it up. Oh, thank you for coming to this inquest, Miss Bo. As the coroner in this case, I'm going to informally question you and study the evidence you've collected. If you assisted me in developing a case, the perpetrators will be tried in a formal court of law.
Sweet.
We are primarily concerned with the museum murders, but we're also interested in the death of the Dagger of Amon, which you stole, and other matters that may have a bearing on this case. My examination of corpses has been fruitful, but I need more evidence to build a case. Any information you can give us would be helpful. You must justify your conclusions with the evidence you've acquired. False accusations and unsupported conclusions will not be tolerated.
Okay.
You will be executed. Although I don't wish to pressure you, your employer is also here to judge your performance on this investigation.
Hi, Mr. Augustini.
Hello. In a formal proceeding, I have allowed it on the basis that your newspaper will cooperate with our wishes. Now to the questions.
Alright.
Who murdered Dr. Pippin Carter?
Well, that was Detective Hallahan O'Reilly.
And he did it because of? Yes?
Yeah?
Who murdered Lawrence Ziggy Ziegfeld?
Well,
Had a bad day. You had a bad day. Who murdered Ernie Leach?
Yeah.
He just...
Yeah.
Who murdered Yvette Delacroix?
I will say at this point that when I first played this with my father when I was like 7, I played this very young. My dad had like everyone was killing everyone else.
Oh my God.
Everyone was being killed by, and he had really good reasons too.
Okay, O'Reilly again and again for revenge. Who murdered Countess Lavinia Waldorf-Corton? Water closet. Who murdered the water closet? Who was the skeleton found in the steamer trunk? Oh, we know that.
Yeah, it was Dr.
Who murdered Dr. Archibald Carrington?
Oh, well, this is where things get freaky because it was Watney Little.
Who impersonated Dr. Archibald Carrington?
Well, it was him too.
Who murdered Watney Little?
Oh, well, then that was
Watney
back to
Little.
Mr. O'Reilly.
He had a bad day.
He had a really bad day.
Who actually stole the Dagger of Amon from the ancient Egypt exhibit?
Now this one, it could be Watney Little. But I know that it was to go to Mr. O'Reilly. Because he was a bad boy. He was a real bad boy. Ugh.
He will get a spanking from me later. I mean,
but I'm gonna say Watney stole it and just, you know. There we go. Who manipulated Watney into stealing it? Well, it was Detective O'Reilly.
Who was the woman involved in stealing paintings from the old master's gallery?
Oh, well, of course it was Yvette, that slut. I mean, no, it was the Countess Water Closet.
Mm-hmm. Based on what we now know, your assumption is correct, Miss Bow. Good work.
Huzzah!
Who was the man involved in stealing paintings from the old master's gallery?
Oh, well, do you mean Ziggy or Watney Little? Okay, so you meant Watney. But there we go. He was the middleman.
He was the middleman who provided forged paintings for the Countess.
That was Ziggy.
Based on what we now know, that's correct. Good work. Who's the high priest of the Amon-Ra sun worshippers?
Ramses Najir.
That's correct, Miss Bow. You're very observant.
I don't know how you'd get through this game and not know that, though.
Which museum employee runs a fencing operation as a sideline business?
And again, how would you get through this and not know that? I mean, you might forget by the time you get here.
Mr. Leach was moonlighting with his own business as a fence installer. In fact, he put up a very nice fence around my house.
What?
Miss Bow, your conclusions are unjustified. Based on the study of the bodies, you haven't presented any supporting evidence to connect your suspects with the murders you claim they committed.
But...
Oh my God. You bitch.
I mean...
You fucked up. Big time. Does he just...
What?
Does he just... Oh, there we go. Your theories also conflict with my own, which are based on the scientific studies of these corpses.
What?
Since you've interfered with physical evidence at the crime scene, proof will be difficult to establish. You also neglected to thoroughly question all the suspects.
Bullshit. I questioned everyone about everything.
So... Oh, murder victims must be studied carefully and examined for clues at their crime scenes. We study every corpse with the naked eye and with our magnifying glasses in our tireless search for evidence. In the future, I suggest you leave murder investigation to the professionals.
What?
You suck. But they still clap for you. Laura Bow solves part of mystery. Oh, thank you for waiting, Laura.
That's bullshit. No, I'm sorry. I'm not taking this. I must have, in replaying it, I must not have done everything. Because, you've seen me. I did everything. The only thing I missed was a conversation with Wolf downstairs in Act 5. And I have the Dagger of Amon Ra. Why did that never come up?
Do you like it?
I like that I'm so incensed that I'm like, I don't care about this.
Miss Bow, please calm down.
I got the real dagger, Steve.
Ha 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 ha. That's funny, Laura Bow. Oh.
I don't care. What? I don't know.
No!
No! I'm trying to work out what I've done wrong. It must have been through, replaying a couple of sections that I just didn't do everything again.
Huh.
Because I have all the, I've got every single inventory item. I spoke to everyone about everything. Oh, I suppose I didn't get to speak to Olympia because I could never find her to talk to her.
But since the skeleton was so nicely cleaned, Dr. Carrington's bones are now dead.
I apologize for completely dropping that last scene, but I'm angry. Yvette Delacroix died blasted. Her remarkably lifelike statue now lives on in the Old Masters Gallery of the Landecker Museum. Her memory lives on in the minds of all those she touched. Her sculpture is attributed to artists unknown, except that means they would have had to replaster her, which is a bit disgusting.
I was replastered.
You can do this one. We'll alternate.
Dr. Pippin Carter, wherever he is pleased that you recovered his Dagger of Amon. However, he's not pleased that his murderer got away free, so he's going to haunt you for the rest of your life. Oh. Since you recovered the Dagger of Amon, Wolf Heimlich was allowed to keep his job as a chief of security at the Landecker Museum. However, 1 week late, he was found dead in his office, impaled by a broadsword that had fallen from his office wall.
That's not his ending. I'm gonna fix this up.
Having died in the course of his story, Rodney Little's life crime came to an abrupt end. As he was not a nice man, nobody missed him.
After the death of Wolf Heimlich in his office, which is just bullshit, Dr. Olympia Miklos returned to Greece to teach at the university in Athens.
As fond as he was of the land, Ernie Leach noted in his will that he wanted his body donated to the museum. His body now resides in numerous small jars of alcohol, which will be placed on display in the new Hall of Internal Biology, adjacent to the Hall of Late Mammals, just like he was. Dr. Patashitat Smith finally gave up on getting the Dagger of Amon returned to Egypt. However, once it completed its US and European museum tour, it was returned to the Cairo Museum anyway. So, several years later, Todd died a happy man, even though his death was the result of an Egyptian cobra bite. Oh, how unfortunate.
After losing his head in the museum, Ziggy found himself unable to continue his criminal career. And to think, his head has been preserved and is now on display in the life mask exhibit at the Landecker Museum.
Ramses Nadir continued his successful career as an accountant as the head of the secret Egyptian cult of Amon-Ra. With his strong, high society ties, his accounting business made Ramses a millionaire in his 15 years. Yeah.
Ooh.
Having died from a snake bite, the Countess Lavinia Watercloset did not live long enough to inherit any money from her last husband, Sterling.
Unimpressed by your marginal success, your editor Sam Augustini decided to assign you to the food section of the newspaper. They have a food?
Which, might be the good place for her, considering that she didn't eat anything this entire game.
Later that same year, Sam died as a result of a mugging outside of the 14th Precinct Police Station in New York City. He blames you for his death.
Okay, thanks, buddy.
Since you only found the Dagger of Amon-Ra and the murderer got away, Grandfather T. Robot continued the investigation on his own time, found the murderer, and won a Pulitzer Prize for his excellent work.
Bullshit.
Even though Laura Bow did the groundwork.
All of it.
Henry Lamott, the coroner, continued his successful career studying dead bodies for the next 50 years, finally retiring in 1976 to tour with a rock band, The Ungrateful Dead.
Love Fact continued in the laundry business, eventually opening a chain of Love Fact Chinese laundries across the country and becoming a millionaire in the process.
Detective Evan O'Reilly continued in his job and became a full-time homicide fucking detective, having amassed a small fortune by being frugal. I retired to Tahiti 8 years later.
Steve Doring was quite upset by the unfortunate event that happened to you later that night.
You mean being assigned to the food section, and also obviously saying no to your proposal, Steve.
No, I think you mean the sex scene that we both had. Please that you found the Dagger of Amon. John Bow, that's not his voice, took you out to dinner to celebrate. After the unfortunate event that happened to you later that night, John spent the rest of his life in a mental institution in New Orleans. Aww! That's so sad!
I suppose in a way, this is stuff we wouldn't have seen if I'd gotten it all correctly.
Yeah.
After your recovery of the Dagger of Amon, it went back on display in the Leidecker Museum. The large amount of press coverage drew many patrons to the museum to see the dagger. After 2 years in display on the Leidecker, the dagger exhibit continued on tour of museums all over the United States, Europe, and eventually found its way back to Cairo Museum in Egypt.
In a mental institution. Aww. So sad.
Well, look, I got a hotel room after all.
I'm sleeping in a hotel.
You had your chance and you blew it, Flora fucking Bow. This is what happens to interfering reporters.
Do we actually know who that is?
Well, that's Detective O'Reilly.
Oh, okay.
They've just lazily used the Watney Little from the beginning.
Oh.
It's actually almost the exact same scene as the boat, just in reverse. But you know what? In the meantime, because we record these things several weeks ahead. By the time that this episode airs, I want to marry an archaeologist. Sorry, I mean by the time this episode airs, I'll have replayed this so that we can actually get the correct ending, because obviously I think it went wrong about halfway through when I replayed a section and I didn't get all the evidence from the body, and I think that's where we kind of screwed up. Which is a shame, because we were doing really well. It was always like, hey Laura, you're doing a fantastic job, A1 reporting, and then it was just like, you're doing really well, you're doing quite well, kid,
You're doing okay, you're doing...
And Pippin's eyes are popping out of his sockets now.
You probably saw our LP.
So, there will be one more episode where things are good, things are happy.
Yeah, we're gonna show the good ending.
So I'm not even gonna bother showing the rest of the credits at this point. We're gonna come back and get that in the next video. So we will see you then. Sorry that this happened, and we'll have that proper scene with Steve where they're all happy and it's like, ha ha ha, it's the fake dinner. We'll do the voice acting for that properly. Instead of me just being like, I am so angry at this game. I did things fine. So, so we'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.